What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I don't usually do reviews, but I have had a few people come onto my streams asking if I've played Sniper Elite 5 already and what my thoughts were on the game. So I figured I'd share it here for those and anybody else in my audience that might be on the fence as to whether they would want to pick the game up. And let me start right off by saying that I think Sniper Elite 5 is the best version of a Sniper Elite game that we've seen yet. Now, with that, there are some caveats and there are some, positives and negatives and all of that. So I'll try to unpack some of that here. But basically, if you are a fan of the Sniper Elite franchise, then it's a no-brainer for you to pick this up, since this essentially has all of the best features of the last, I would say, 3 Sniper Elite games all sort of together. So you have heavy weapon customization, lots of different ways to play missions as well as replay them. There are different modes in the game, including some of the favorites like survival returning, as well as being able to play essentially the entire campaign co-op. And then as an added benefit, they've added a component which is kind of like what we saw in Deathloop, where you can invade other players' games. So for instance, if you are playing as the main protagonist, Fairbanks, then you can essentially toggle on access invasions, and then other players can invade your game as Nazi snipers and essentially try to outfox you and kind of duel you across the map and kill you. Now, they get special incentive and special unlocks for getting a kill with you, and you at the same time also get a heck of a lot of XP for killing them. Now, speaking of XP, this is important because the game also has basically a skill tree which you can unlock with points. These things, increase your carry capacity and give you more health and make you recover stamina quicker and all of that. So obviously, as you play the game longer and further, you will actually, generally become a much stronger character. Unfortunately, one of the negatives of the game, and that's been the case for, I guess, every Sniper Elite, is that really the story is kind of the throwaway. It's really not the highlight of the game. But that in a way is kind of okay, I guess, because the reason why we're here is to snipe people in the head and get those sweet x-ray kills. So kind of story sort of falls to the wayside, but this is the typical, I don't want to give anything away in case of spoilers, but behind enemy lines, infiltrating, there's a guy that you have to assassinate. He's got a bunch of dudes with him that need to get ticked off the list. And essentially you do the next 10 missions like that, just essentially chasing down all of these enemies and accomplishing side goals until you get to the final mission. Now, I will say one thing though, and that is that each one of the maps generally starts out with you having one primary goal, which is perhaps to sneak in and steal something or to assassinate someone. But then as you play the map and progress through, you can unlock side objectives. And this actually means that some of the middle to late game maps can take you anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to actually play through and complete, especially if you are a person that's looking for all of the collectibles and you're trying to find all the workbenches so that you can unlock all the attachments for the weapons. So there's a lot of content here to be had, and like I said, that's just if you play the single player. So I have mentioned survival already as well, which is of course a returning thing. And then this game, just like the previous Sniper Elites, of course, has a season pass. So there's already a first DLC available, which is one mission where you essentially actually go for Hitler basically. And then there's sure to be, I guess usually there's between 2 to 4 DLCs that they add on down, the season pass. I think with this season pass, it essentially guarantees 3 additional DLCs. So we're going to see more weapons, we're going to see more maps and all of that. The co-op itself, I haven't really tried this out yet, but I'm sure, like with the previous editions, that this is a welcome, sort of addition to the game. And it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to trying out with some of my buddies, where you can essentially play the game from start to finish in a co-op environment. I would also like to probably test to see if you're playing co-op and you get invaded by an Axis sniper. I can imagine that can be quite funny. I just don't know if that's possible. I'm only thinking about this now while I'm talking about this in this mini review, but that's basically it. I don't have much more to say about this. I haven't finished it yet. I am probably about, I would say, 70 to maybe 80% through the game. It's really I'm of course obsessed with V Rising at the moment, so this is a great game to play alongside it because it's not at all the same, and it's an awesome way to blow off some steam. Those X-ray kills have never looked as crisp and as good as they do now. So again, like I said, if you are a fan of this genre, you like sniper games, you like games with this kind of like you know, kill cam mechanic and everything like that, this is probably the most complete package that you can get right now. I tried it on PC, so all of my comments and the footage that you're seeing in the background is on PC, but of course this is also available on consoles. But that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you like these sort of short reviewy kind of videos and stuff like that, because I'm always willing to bring more of that to the channel if there are eyes and interest for it. But that's it. Thank you again, and it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. And until next video, fucking cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.